The holiday season at the Disneyland Resort is coming, and I have 12 tips to give to you so you can plan your visit just right. So let's get started. In 2025, the Christmas and holiday season at Disneyland officially runs from November 14th to January 7th, which means it's time to make sure you have all of your plans figured out. So let's start with my first tip for Christmas. For the first tip of Christmas is the lighting of Christmas trees. There's something about being at the Disneyland Resort during the holidays. Everywhere you look, there's decorations, some beautiful, some fun. And when the sun sets and the lights come on, the parks transform into sparkling wonderlands. So it's no surprise that being around when the lights get turned on can be extra magical. You can do so at several locations in both parks. There's 3 main lightings in Disneyland Park. First, you have the Main Street tree lighting that happens usually around 5 p.m. You can always check these times ahead of your visit by heading to the Disneyland's website and checking the daily events schedule. Choose the date and park and then select shows or atmosphere entertainment, and all of the times for the lighting should show up. On Main Street, usually at 5 p.m. after the flag lowering ceremony that happens at 4, you'll see the big main Christmas tree and all of Main Street light up. And it's very magical.
On the count of 3, everyone please join together in saying Happy Holidays. Ready? 1, 2, 3, Happy Holidays!
Another lighting that's very popular is the lighting of the It's a Small World ride. This lighting usually happens at 5 p.m. as well.
Join us in pushing for peace on earth. 1, 2, 3.
Then at 7:30 and 8:30, Sleeping Beauty's castle has its own mini lighting show complete with music and snowfall. I highly suggest trying to see at least one of these lightings while visiting Disneyland during the holidays. Over in Disney California Adventure Park, the main vintage early 1900s style tree as well as Buena Vista Street has its lighting at 4:50 p.m. I feel like this lighting isn't as well known and so it doesn't get quite as busy, but it's really fun. And it's not an official lighting, but being in Cars Land around sunset when the lights come on is something else as well. My second tip is to find all those holiday ride overlays.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Then when they said sentados, por favor.
The 2 most popular holiday overlays being in Disneyland Park, of course I'm talking about the Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas overlay, or Transformation really, and the It's a Small World holiday. Both of these rides are very popular this time of year and the wait times can get very long. And they both have lightning lanes, so if you have purchased lightning lane, then the wait times won't be so much of a problem for you. Or you can do what I do and ride those rides in the first 2 hours of the park's opening when the lines are at their shortest and sometimes even a walk-on. Both of these rides also get absolutely crazy at night because of the exterior atmosphere, but trust me on this, ride it in the morning and then enjoy the atmosphere on the outside and take your pictures at night. Now this isn't an overlay, but I feel like I need to mention it. Starting November 14th, the Casey Jr. train and the Storybook Canal boats reopens after a long closure due to the new addition being installed in the Canal Boats ride. That addition will be Rapunzel's Tower from Tangled. If you've never been on the Storybook Canal Boats, it's an original opening day attraction that is as sweet as pie as you calmly float down the canal, spotting miniatures from many favorite fairy tales. And during the holidays, you'll see little mini decorations all over the little houses. It's so cute. Now, because of its reopening, I'd expect longer lines than usual at this ride. Very early in the morning and at sunset are my favorite times to ride this ride, and I try to avoid it in the middle of the afternoon. In Disney California Adventure Park, the only official holiday ride overlays are in Cars Land, where both Mater's Junkyard Jamboree turns into a Jingle Jamboree with music changes, as well as Luigi's getting a Christmas overhaul on its music. And this holiday season, don't forget to hop on the Monsters Inc. ride over in Hollywoodland before it closes down and goes away forever. You don't want to, I wish I would have ridden that before that went away kind of situation on your hands. The third tip of Christmas is enjoy a holiday buffet. The holidays is a great time to do this. Now, most of these buffets I'm telling you about aren't in the parks, so you don't need tickets to go to them, making them a great way to start or end your trip. The first two are at the Storytellers Cafe in the Grand Californian Hotel. This is actually one of my favorites. Starting November 17th and through the season for breakfast and brunch, you'll have Daisy's holiday pajama party going on there, where you're invited to wear your PJs as well, since the characters will be. With a mountain cabin vibe, complete with fireplaces, you'll have an all-you-can-enjoy buffet that I'd say is a notch or two above your typical buffet food. Brunch will have more salad, meat, and fish options than breakfast will. They're also pretty good at accommodating food allergies. Make sure you talk to a cast member as you check in to alert them and get the ideas of what would be most available for you. The best part is you have your favorite Disney characters come to you while you dine, making the dining experience feel so special. No matter the ages of your group, it's a fun time with an excitement in the air that can't be beat. I always suggest making reservations for Storytellers Cafe, but this time of year it's especially important. This is not a cheap buffet. It will run you around $70 per adult and around $40 per child ages 3 to 9. For dinner, you get a theme change to Mickey's Christmas Carol Feast. From 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., you can enjoy the dinner buffet options while encountering Mickey, Minnie, and some of their friends dressed as Christmas Carol characters. Dinner will cost you a bit more. It will be $80 for adults and $42 for children. In the Disneyland Hotel at Goofy's Kitchen, you'll find a holiday-themed breakfast, brunch, and dinner character buffet. The prices are the same as the Storytellers Cafe, but you'll also get a digital photo pass and downloads and a button included with it. The atmosphere and food options are more relaxed and fun-themed. How could it not be? It's Goofy's Kitchen. Goofy's is a bit easier to drop in at, but I still suggest making reservations if this is something you really want to do. The only buffet inside the parks is the one at the Plaza Inn in Disneyland Park for breakfast, and I highly suggest doing the Minnie and Friends breakfast this time of year. I can't promise you any of the characters will be dressed in holiday wares, but it's a special place to dine at while meeting characters. It's a good location for large groups. And I just made a video all about this, so if you're interested, I highly suggest heading over to my channel to check out that video about Minnie and Friends Breakfast Buffet. The fourth tip for Christmas is all the fun, new, and festive characters you can come across. In Disneyland, there will still be hints of the 70th anniversary throughout the park, and one of those hints will be in Minnie and Mickey's and all of their friends' outfits. Their holiday outfits will be a take on the 70th anniversary outfits, which I think is a fun detail. You'll see many princesses put on their winter wear, which reminds me, as you're packing and putting together your group's fun holiday outfits, don't forget layers and warm jackets because it can get surprisingly cold in the mornings and evenings this time of year. You may also see some rain, so come prepared for a wide range of weather on any given day. Anyway, let's head over into the DCA park now. You'll have a lot of fun new and seasonal characters to catch there. Mickey and friends will be in their vintage Christmas outfits as usual, and we'll be hanging out on Buena Vista Street. In the Grizzly Peak area, you'll be able to find Carl, Russell, and/or Doug. By Avengers Campus, you may find Deadpool having story time in a funny and very Deadpool kind of way. You'll also be able to find Mirabelle and possibly some of her other family members back in the Paradise Gardens area as part of the Viva Navidad celebrations. These are all extra and seasonal additions. You'll still be able to see a lot of your classic characters in all of the different areas as well. But we wouldn't want to forget someone who's very important this time of year. Yes, I'm talking about Santa. There's a few places you'll be able to find Santa, and let me tell you, there's nothing more magical than meeting Santa in Disneyland. In Disneyland Park, you'll need to head over to the Fantasyland Theater right by It's a Small World. Not only will you find Santa Claus there, but you'll also find other holiday character meet and greets like Chip and Dale, Goofy and Pluto, and there will also be sing-alongs and dancing. They also have rows and rows of benches, which makes this a great location to get off your feet and let the kiddos get their wiggles out. If you have young kids and you skip this experience, you'll really be missing out on this one. Same with visiting Santa in DCA Park. You can find Santa at the Redwood Creek Trail in the Grizzly Peak area. When you go to meet Santa here, you'll have the opportunity to sign your name on Santa's nice list. This location is surrounded by pine trees and nature, which makes it a nice location to step away and have these beautiful moments and photo opportunities. Meeting Santa isn't the only thing you can do in the Redwood Creek Trail area. You can also do duck racing during the day, decorate cookies, little crafts and activities. Not to mention, this is one of my kids' most favorite areas to get around and wiggle and run and play. Lastly, you'll also find opportunities to meet Santa in the lobbies of each of the Disney property hotels like Pixar Place, the Disneyland Hotel, and the Grand Californian. So no matter what, you should be able to track down the man with the bag and tell him what you're wishing for this year. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, do me a big favor and give this video a like. Likes and subscribing to my channel is the easiest and free way to support me and my efforts to help folks like you out. If you've already done so, I thank you very much. The sixth tip is knowing the busiest days. And since Christmas time is the busiest season of the year, it helps to know when it's going to be extra busy so you can make sure you plan ahead with dining reservations and maybe some lightning lane passes. Of course, the first weekend of the season, November 14th through the 16th, will be insanely busy. Actually plan on the entire week, the 10th through the 16th being super busy, and Disneyland Park being especially busy. I'd plan on November 21st through the 24th being a pretty busy weekend as well. December 5th through the 7th will be very busy at Disneyland Park due to the candlelight processional that will be happening in the evening time at the entrance of Main Street, usually that Saturday and Sunday night. This is not a formally announced event, it's a for those who know type of thing. But if you are in the park one of those days and don't mind braving the crowds hours ahead of time to get one of the standing only spots, and you like the idea of choir singing Christmas hymns with a celebrity reading verses from the Bible, it may be worth the effort for you. I've done this once before and it was a cool experience. Long story short, this event will always make the first weekend in December a little bit more busy than you would expect. I'd also plan on the 12th through the 14th of December being busier as Magic Key holders sneak in one last visit. And then plan on December 25th through January 4th being some of the busiest days at the Disneyland Resort all year long. This is the 2 weeks out of the year you can always count on being crowded. I can't stress it enough how important it is to do some extra research and planning for Disneyland trips this time of year. Number 7, don't forget Downtown Disney. The Downtown Disney area between the two parks is free to enter, although you still need to go through security to enter it. It will be decorated as well and will have the Chip 'n Dale's ornament activity going on. You can follow these instructions to buy the map for the activity, or you can do what my family does and just looks for the ornaments for free, just for fun while we're shopping or dining in Downtown Disney. If you're looking for a nice place to have a lovely dinner with loved ones and you like Mexican food, I highly suggest Paseo. Seriously, one of my favorite places to dine. Its food is divine and it's modern and new and clean, and I just love it so much. And I do suggest making a reservation if you want to dine here. Number 8, don't forget to try some of the new holiday food they will have going on. Now, it's pretty much impossible to try everything, but I suggest going to the Disney Parks blog and checking out their holiday foodie guides to find a few things you would like to try. It's a pretty big part of the park's planning for the holidays, so it's worth checking out and giving a try. One of the best places to find a ton of holiday food offerings is the Jolly Holiday in Disneyland on Main Street. Just check out everything they have going on this year. And I never miss the opportunity to get a gingerbread cookie from Disneyland in either one of the parks. They're one of my favorites. All of the candies and sweets will be cute as usual, but don't turn your nose up at the homemade peppermint patties they have. They don't look fancy, but they taste great. With these seasonal offerings, the Blue Bayou is going to be extra special this year. If you're needing a warm drink and you don't want hot chocolate, you can stop by the Royal Veranda by the Pirates Ride to grab some hot apple cider. The strawberries and cream churros found by Goofy Sky School in DCA are an absolute must. And I have a feeling that the deep fried Oreos at Award Wieners and the red velvet Makey waffles at Schmoozies are going to be huge holiday hits this year. If you're planning on seeing World of Color, I suggest sneaking back into San Francisco into the back corner. And finding the Ghirardelli ice cream shop and picking up a Mexican-style hot chocolate to sip on while you wait for and enjoy the show. Now the food stuff doesn't end there. In Disney California Adventure Park, as part of the Festival of the Holidays, they will have the Festive Foods marketplaces. These are little food cabins that can be found throughout the park. These little market stands each have a theme and will have food and drink, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, fitting that theme. The servings are smaller, so you can try many items throughout the day. If you think you'll want to try a few or even many of these food or drink choices, you may want to buy a Sip and Savor Pass to save a little money and time. Otherwise, you can just buy individual items the regular way. This event is so big, it has its own food guide, which is also on the Disney Parks blog. Again, I suggest checking that out if this is something you're interested in. Just be aware that this event can add extra crowds to the main corridor walking space by Cars Land, San Francisco, and Paradise Gardens, especially during lunch and dinner times. Here's a little preview of what they'll have going on this year. Number 10, don't skip the entertainment. I say this over and over. If you're skipping the entertainment, you're not getting the full Disneyland experience. This is especially true during the holidays. There's so many fun, festive, and heartwarming shows to see. Let's start with talking about the Christmas Fantasy Parade. This parade has been a Christmas tradition for many years now, and it's still a fan favorite. With all the shows and entertainments at Disneyland, it's always a good idea to check exact times for that day on your Disneyland app, but most days you should be able to catch the Christmas Fantasy Parade at 3 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. If you'd like to catch this parade, you can find a viewing location anywhere along Main Street all the way up into It's a Small World. Fantasmic will continue performing on the Rivers of America, but mostly just on the weekends at 9 and 10:30 p.m. The Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks show should be showing every night this season as long as the weather doesn't cancel it. The fireworks is one of my absolute favorites, and it's a don't miss in my opinion. Now, it looks like most of the nights the fireworks are going to be at 9:30, but always double check the day of. I just put a video out on Disneyland's fireworks shows. It tells you everything you need to know. It's a very helpful video, and the algorithm killed it, so it has like 80 views. But trust me, you want to check it out. It's a good video, and fear not, if the fireworks get canceled, they'll still do Snowfall on Main Street, which is also fun. And they'll continue some of the 70th anniversary celebration shows with the Tapestry of Happiness projections being shown on It's a Small World sporadically throughout the evening. Over in Disney California Adventures, they will continue to show the newest World of Color show, Happiness, another very unique and fun nighttime show that you can catch on most nights at 9 p.m. And on weekends and busy nights, you'll probably see a 10:15 showing as well. And while you can spend premium prices for the dessert party for a premium viewing option, you don't have to. You can always join the digital queue first thing in the morning for a free premium viewing option. Or if you're already planning on dining at the Storyteller's Cafe or the Wine Country Trattoria, which means for a few bucks more, you can just let your hostess know that you want to make it a dining package for World of Color, which will grant you access to the special dining package viewing area. Either way, just make sure you don't miss this show. You can also catch Mickey's Happy Holidays Cavalcade throughout the day in DCA, which is just a little mini parade of characters. It's a fun and quick way to see a lot of characters all at once. And just like the characters in both parks, you'll see the classic daily entertainment continue, so you aren't missing out on those classic Disney experiences even though it's the holidays.
Well, let's take a trip before we do that exact thing. We head to the Hawaiian Islands for the holidays. What do you say, fellas? 1, 2, 1.
For my 11th tip, I want to honestly suggest you find a way to take in the moment at some point. It is very easy to get swept up in the trying to get on as many rides as possible, and the crowds, and the oh, that meal costs too much. I'm going to tell you, it's the small moments and experiences that makes a Disneyland trip worth it. So take a moment to smell the popcorn and waffle cones down Main Street, stand in a long line for your kid's favorite character because that moment will make their day. Sneak in some snuggles with your kid that never lets you snuggle with them. Take some time to pick out an ornament at the holiday shop and get it personalized. Stand on Main Street in the middle of a crowd and let sugar snow collect in your hair. Because those are the moments worth holding on to. Please don't let digital devices and vacation agendas get in the way of that. And for the 12th, it's to literally see the drummers drumming. At Disney California Adventure Park and part of the Festival of Holidays, you have a lot of extra entertainment to check out. One of the traditional fan favorites is the toy drummers that perform in the Paradise Gardens area in front of the Little Mermaid ride. Throughout the day, you can catch these talented drummers dazzling onlookers as they play their renditions of holiday classics. It's a must-see. Another one of my personal favorites is the Viva Navidad street party that you can see in the Paradise Gardens area by the Jumping Jellyfish ride. Unfortunately, it looks like you'll only be able to see it on Saturdays and Sundays, but man, I love this high-energy street party style show that combines different Latino sounds and dances together. Luckily, they have plenty of show times throughout the day on Saturdays and Sundays, though. There will also be some newer shows as well, like A Musical Christmas, that will show in front of the Carthay Circle. This stars Miguel and Disneyland's Mariachi Band. You will also have Mirabelle's Gifts of the Season back in Paradise Gardens. Encanto fans will love this show that puts a holiday twist on the movie's characters as they sing some of the popular songs we all know and love. Now, I'm not going to sing all of my 12 tips of Christmas backwards to you, but I am going to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I hope you have a magical time at Disneyland if that's where you're headed. Take care, and thank you so much for watching.